crowd's now clustered. Dropping back. It's Russell. Moves out of the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. Great catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receivers. That's really where we are. Anymore with Alabama, you just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
That's a good job here staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
Second down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Makes a quick grab. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking for a receiver. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Now here he goes. Touchdown, Bama. Great connection there for 6 points. And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Handoff here from the shotgun. Stopped right at the line in the first play. Nothing there. Both teams sort of sparring in the early going. What we expect to be a really competitive top 10 showdown here midseason.
Yeah, midseason games like this are so exciting because you think you know who these teams are, and after today we'll have a much better idea. The team that plays mistake-free is going to be able to get out of here with a win.
Look at a pass here on second down. That's caught. It's Shelton. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, third down, this offense has everything in play. They try to get to the edge quickly, but this defense is not surprised. Good job of getting to the football, and now we got a fourth down situation.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. A quick throw out left, complete. Looks like Mississippi State will have the first down.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Back to throw again. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Well, Kirk, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
He keeps it on a design run. That's enough for a first down. This offense set up in scoring position at the 40.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
This Mississippi State offense is quickly moving down the field. On the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
On a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the same runner's got it again. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from the defense, as the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field, ready now for the second period. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. Short connection to the tight end here. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at second and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, the defense is ready for that one. Good job of being able to hold the edge to this defense, showing the speed that they needed to bring him down. He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Oh, it would have been a big momentum shift with that play, but the penalty negates it. On the drive that will not end, it is a long way to go on third down here. Out of the gun now on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Bryant. The completion picks up about 8 yards, but sets up a fourth down play now.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Oh, the pass is picked off. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. Across the 40. Past the 20. The 10. Touchdown. Tied. The defense gets involved in the scoring.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They take some all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. There's the handoff. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. So 2nd and 7, a 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive.
This offense is known for that up-tempo approach. The defense has got to make their calls and get adjusted and ready to play.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Looking to throw it on first down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Chris, everybody in the stadium, including this defense, knew they were going to run the football just to get it away from the shadow of their own goal line. What's amazing is they were able to pop a big run like that. And if you're the defensive coordinator, it's got to be one of the most frustrating things. But let's give credit to the offense. They blocked it well and made it happen.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Gets made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Quick throw caught on the left side. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Well, sometimes it's obvious, sometimes it's controversial, but that lineman a little bit too far downfield, and that's a costly penalty. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
It went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense facing third down after the incompletion. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looking to pass. It's Russell. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
And now a timeout is taken. The receiving team wanting to talk about things here before the kickoff. The punt team making their way on the field.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And he lets it land, and it'll just bounce out of bounds. Start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking deep downfield to the left. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Defense brings him to the ground as the final seconds of the first half take away. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. They need to get things going here in the third quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they've needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. See if they can do it again. And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
formation makes it second and medium. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right here.
Third down, this offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
This Mississippi State offense is quickly moving down the field. It's a shotgun run call. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And they'll give it to the back. Going absolutely nowhere after the loss of the ball.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Great job by this defensive tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
Still down by double digits in the third quarter. They're going to go for it on fourth down. He's looking to throw. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a fourth down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Takes the ball and heads to the left side. He's got the first and still going. They make the stop, but he's in enemy territory now. First down to the 45.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
To throw, it's Russell. Snags the quick throw. They make the stop at the 34, but suddenly this offense is in scoring position now. First down.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. First down at 10. Running back with the football. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So second and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on first and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. Picks up the first, looking for more. Has it back to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They were not going to catch him that time.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield. That's why he got that ball to the end zone.
Buccaneers will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And the coverage team gets the return to the ground. Mississippi State offense is back out there now. The last possession, they were stopped on a 4th down try. Can they get something going here? Here's a screen pass to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Shelton. They bring him down. It's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Bryant. And he goes down right there. That's more than enough for a 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy and keep this quarterback from running.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Looking deep down the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, in case you're counting at home, that was nearly his 3rd interception of the game. That offensive staff has either got to give this quarterback some easy passes to build his confidence up, or they need to make a change and bring the other guy in. He's just reckless out there so far today.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. It's reeled in. It's Wilson. As we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter. On a fourth down play, they step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
They'll run it to the left. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
It's an out route. The catch made. It's out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they could convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They make the stop, but it'll be 1st and 10 now from the 18.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Carter. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Touchdown, Alabama. He would not be stopped. Well, the energy really building that. They're not careful. This could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. One of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Caught over the middle. It's Shelton. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Bryant. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? It's a screen pass complete to the running back. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. 4th down. He's throwing for it. This will go incomplete and a turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Oh, my gosh. Give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Hit just as he throws the ball.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Back to pass. It's Russell. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs, and also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And they'll just down it right here.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
And the Mississippi State offense is back out there now. Desperate times here. They need points, and they have to score quickly. They're going to run it here. He shreds the tackle. They'll tackle him about the 15-yard line. Second down play coming up for this offense.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
You call a quick out on third down? I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
With the catch, it's Wilson. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Nice grab. It's Wilson. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking deep for late game heroics. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Looking to throw yet again. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on the third down, but now it brings up 4th.
It's just so hard in these late-game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's where you know a coach trusts the offensive line and his running back. 4th down and short, no problem. Give it to the running back, and the back doesn't hesitate at all. He's able to convert and pick up that nice first down.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Takes the catch. It's Shelton. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. They face a 3rd and short on the 9th play of this drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Boy, it's another incompletion. Just something is missing with this offense. Cannot quite get into sync. And now we get another 4th down for this quarterback.
4th down and 2 coming up to try to keep the drive going. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Mississippi State.
Coach decides to go for it on this 4th down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. No, he didn't make it. He stopped short on 4th down, and that could be a fatal blow to this offense. So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Grab behind the line. It's Meadows. Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Bama.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the extra point makes this a 35-zip game. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
The passing game just hasn't been consistent today. It's plain and simple. They might not quite be out of it yet, but they have to start connecting soon, or this one will be over.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Looking for the wideout. Makes the diving grab there. That was beautiful.
Hey, that's a great gain right here for these guys. And it hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you. Maybe get points on the board. Maybe not able to come back in this game. But, man, it could really help you down the road as far as showing what your character is about and how you're not giving up.
The offense will spend a timeout here with 20 seconds on the clock. 2nd down after that previous play. Looking to throw here. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right as he released the ball. Very fortunate that ball's not picked off. And the bottom line is if they can't give this quarterback more time in the pocket, they have no chance of thinking about trying to come back.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And they get the conversion there. Set up now 1st down at the 38. Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Oh, he's bringing it back. He just goes down, and that'll do it for the ball game. This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Arkansas State Red Wolves, taking on another team from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Yellow Jackets will put total leather and we'll get started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Arkansas State's offense will have the opening possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off in defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Yellow Jackets offense will go to work for the first time today.
He leaves it with his back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Parker. Grabbed over the middle, it's Gomez. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a tile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Gomez. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. The Yellow Jackets have their offense in high gear. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete to the right.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Parker. Working that left side now. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Find some fresh air. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll run play action. Floats it out in space. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Pressure coming, and the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal.
Number 17 on the field goal.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas State is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Both teams scored on their first possessions, but now a chance to send a message that field goals aren't going to win this game. Touchdowns will. Leaves it with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And the Red Wolves want to pick up the tempo. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities for throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The Red Wolves pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Back to pass on 2nd down. It's caught. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Red Wolves are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got his man. Touchdown, Red Wolves. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
To the air, it's Parker. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Find space on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Try to get it to the edge. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give on the option. They make the stop, and he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. The Red Wolves in the hurry-up. Takes it from the gun on third down. The throw to the outside is complete. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The running back takes his track off right tackle here. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And the Red Wolves have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Arkansas State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Makes the catch. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Back to pass, it's Parker. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's knocked away downfield, the DB getting a hand in there. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? off the play fake. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, running back on the move. Shakes off the defender. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and look for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. To the ground with the back. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day. He wants to change this route. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The Red Wolves with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. Going up against one of the best defenses in the country, you've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Rush is on him. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. And the Red Wolves line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. To the air, it's Parker. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Finds the tight end.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Fires complete on the crosser. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Red Wolves will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it for a big play. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Here comes the heat. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And on the third play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And the Red Wolves headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out. Turning it on. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Red Wolves.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right on the money. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Parker. Under fire. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Going for it all. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quick release by the QB. Still running at the 40. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. The Red Wolves just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got room to work. Kept it, and he's past the marker. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So first down will open up the final period. Looking for a crease to the left. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
And the Red Wolves come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Using his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the grab. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The Red Wolves want to move quickly. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And down he goes back at the 3.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense being ready for everything, even though we're inside the 3-yard line.
And we're seeing a bit of the bend-don't-break attitude by the defense now. Obviously, they've given up some plays to allow the offense to get down in the situation. But with their backs against the wall, this is the best we've seen this defense play. They are having none of this running game down on the goal line.
Using the quick game. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Wolves! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And in this situation late, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Gets it to him on the screen. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you...
Oh, he's got some space. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on it, too, right?
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Parker. Oh, they're after him. Got the back over the middle. Hard-hitting tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
I think quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
They're going to run it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Out out of the gun looking to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
This has been a disaster for the offense down close to the goal line. The first snap, they get sacked. The second snap, they're lucky it wasn't picked, throwing that one into coverage. Here you go on 3rd down. You're going to have to throw for it. You better be careful. QB's got to make a good decision.
He's got it on the move.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable. But obviously, the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
To throw, it's Parker. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown! Georgia Tech! Quick strike through the air for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That one.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Yeah, and not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead. Late in the 4th quarter, inside of a minute, I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you have to look at that clock continue to tick.
On the run, it's Thompson. There he goes. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Trying to run it in. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown. it is a dagger in this game. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Let's just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Parker. He's taking the deep shot. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.